Hi, I'm Des Gosling, and this is a new product that we've installed into this Ford Galaxy. It's a wireless trigger accelerator, and so it's a handheld device which electronically controls the accelerator pedal of the car, and it's similar to lots of other electronic accelerators, such as this one that's an under-ring accelerator. A lot of people are familiar with these type of products which are bolted to the steering wheel, and then with this ring accelerator you electronically control the accelerator with that. But this is wireless, so there's an alternative to that, and it's just a handheld device. You just slip your hand into the thing there, and then you control the accelerator of the car with your finger there, and that can be left-handed or right-handed depending on who it's for, whether you're left-handed or right-handed. On this particular car, this one's a left-hand operation. To get it initiated, just turn on this switch here, turn on the ignition of the car, so that red light shows that this is active. Turn it on and off. When it's off, you can use the car's own pedal. When it's on, you'd use this one. So once that's switched on, you've got a procedure to turn it on. You press the brake one time and then that becomes active. Now this is a hybrid car, so when I pull that, we're not getting any throttle because it's working on electric at the moment, so I'll have to take it for a drive and see how it works. So we'll do that in a minute. We've got here a 50% button here, so when that is pressed into that position, then the throttle of the car is limited to 50%. So when you're learning with this device, or if you're driving in traffic, it makes it easier to maneuver and not overdo it with the throttle. So that's a nice little system. It's made by Guidosimplex, and yeah, nice neat little solution that's new on the market. So let's take it for a drive. Okay, just going to start this test drive. Before we can use this, we've also got to turn on the actual handset itself. It's powered from a battery inside here, which is rechargeable by a USB-C charging port here, and to save its battery it'll turn off automatically after a certain amount of time of no use. So to turn it on, just press this very small button there. You see the lights flash. That's while it's pairing, and then it will flash occasionally. So let's take this for a little spin. So we're just operating this with this throttle here with the left hand. Just go for a little drive around. We've got a manual operated brake lever here, which I can operate with my right hand in this car, and so I'm operating the throttle with my left hand in this particular instance. This can come as a left hand or a right hand operated device. Our demonstration one is left hand operation, and I think actually an ideal demonstration unit in this car with the right hand brake is we'd have a right hand trigger as well, but hey ho, it's a new product we're just finding out about. So you've got nice easy control of the steering wheel. You can hold the wheel with this hand as well. It's kind of designed to fit to the wheel. It's a rigid plastic, but you can partially hold the wheel, not quite as comfortably as you would without it, but it's nice and comfortable. It's easy to pull. That effort required to do that is very, very, very easy, and it doesn't take, I don't think, much getting used to. I've only used this a couple of times, just on a couple of short test drives, and I'm feeling pretty easy with it, quite confident after a short space of time. For those of you who remember Scalextrics, it's a bit like that, just a little trigger to operate the throttle of the car. Just got to be careful not to use too much throttle. So to do that, we've got that 50% throttle switch, which limits the throttle to 50% so that it makes it nice and easy to control on small roads like this, or when you're learning how to use it. So super easy. It's hard to tell from this video, but I'm just operating the car with this small switch here, this trigger, wireless trigger throttle. So you can easily operate all the car's other controls because your hand is free to go wherever it needs to go. So just have a nice little drive around Melbourne. Any hand control, I'm using my right hand for the brake, so driving just with my hands. So there's more juggling to do because of not using any feet. You're using all of the controls with your hands, so there's more to do. So it does take some familiarization to get used to that. After, you know, if you've never driven with hand controls before, it takes a while to get that confidence and the muscle memory really of how to drive with it. The thing with the brake is it's a mechanical brake still on this. We've got a mechanical brake lever, and that requires the operation by your right hand. So when you are braking, you're down to one hand on the steering. So you have to do small adjustments to the steering just with one hand as you're manoeuvring. But the thing to remember is to try to get the right speed and then drive through the bend, accelerate around the bend, and then you're not having to adjust your speed as you go around the bend. So this is the wireless trigger throttle. You wear it on your hand like this. It's battery powered and controls the accelerator very easily just by pulling that light trigger there. It's available for left hand or right hand fit. And one of the nice things about this one, I think, is that there's no damage to the vehicle at all. It doesn't have to have any attachment to the vehicle. So very unobtrusive, easy to use throttle system that's new on the market. Thanks for watching.